She got fouled. It was a good play by Span, trying to cut into the Pacelli lead. That double-digit lead's the first one for anybody tonight. It was 6 minutes remaining. Calvary run out of time to try to come back on this one. Span with 10 points to lead the Lady Knights. Maddie Davis also has 8. And that the free throw is no good. Rebound by KK Jackson. Calvary trying to run the half-court trap. Jackson to Mo Jones across the timeline. Baker, Jones, Jackson now on the perimeter, pulling it out, dribbling back. Jones. Setting up to Rebecca Baker. Kendrick in the corner. Kendrick driving baseline. Kicks it back out to Jones near the free throw line. Jones driving. She gets knocked down. No foul on that one. Ball goes out of bounds. Pacelli retains possession. Jayla Moore will do the inbounds. Mo Jones in the corner for 3. And it bounces up. No, not quite. Scramble under the basket. Somebody did something here. And we've got a foul. The foul is on Kaya West. That will be her 4th foul. West with 4 fouls now. Mo Jones inbounding. Jayla Moore on the wing, dribbling out to the center. Back to Mo Jones, and Kimura can't quite get the 3 to go. Kendrick rebound, and she draws the foul. And the foul is on West, and by my count, that's her 5th. It is. So KOS is fouled out. Belle Graham will come into the game to replace her. West ends the night with 3 points. She's one of the 2 seniors on the squad. The other being Victoria Griffin. Everybody else is either a freshman or, for Allie Halstead, an 8th grader. Kendrick's first free throw. Good. Kendrick, 6 points on the night. And setting up. Trying to make it 7 and get 7 for her and 10 on the lead. And it is for Pacelli. They're starting to pull away now. Pressure. But Griffin gets it. Maddie Davis gets it across, and Mac drives it all the way to the bucket. It won't fall. KK Jackson and Belle Graham battling for the rebound. And, well, Calvary's got the possession arrow. So they retain possession. Zanaya Crouch in. Rebecca Baker coming out for the Lady Vikings. Calvary inbounding. That's Maddie Davis. Kicking it back to Span. Span for 3 from the top of the circle. She hits it. 13 points tonight for Span. 36-27. KK Jackson for her own 3 in the corner. No go. Maddie Davis rebound for Calvary. 4.5 remaining. Halstead bringing it across the timeline. Driving to the paint, kicking it back out. Griffin in the corner. Span from right the free throw line. Short jumper, no go. Rebound. Graham, her shot spoiled by Jayla Kendrick. Pacelli on the move now. And it is Kendrick. Over to Moore, Jones in the corner. And her 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound, Victoria Griffin. Calvary on transition. Span almost loses it. And a timeout is called by Calvary. So let's take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week of Pacelli on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back at the land, just under 4 minutes to go. Pacelli leading this one 36-27. Calvary's got the ball trying to cut into their 9-point deficit. Span inbounds to Davis. Davis driving to the low post. Shot will not drop. Jalen Moore with the rebound. Pacelli pushing it up court. Moore kicks it out to Kendrick. Kendrick for three. No, off the front of the rim. Rebound. KK Jackson off her hands. Bell Graham grabbed it, and then it went out of bounds. So Pacelli retaining possession here. Zaniah Crouch inbounding to Mo Jones, who's left wide open on the from the wing. Can't do that. She drains the three. Pacelli up now, 39-27, up by 12. And Jalen Moore with the steal. Her shot won't fall. And Jayla Kendrick called for the foul, her third of the night. So Calvary will inbounds. Moore, 3 fouls, 3:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. That was her first foul since pretty much the first quarter. Pacelli setting up a trap. The inbounds to Halstead. Halstead being guarded by Mo Jones. Double team. Mo Jones trying to tie it up. She manages to get the pass away to Victoria Griffin. Span across court to Davis. Davis cross court again. She tries to sling a baseball pass to Reagan Terry. Over Terry's head. Off her fingertips, and Pacelli will get the ball. 3:15 remaining. A 12-point advantage for the Lady Vikings. Inbounds to Kendrick. Batted away. Victoria Griffin hustling. Broke up that pass, but it went out of bounds. So Pacelli retains possession. They just moved it up about half the back court. Again, pressure defense coming from Calvary, too. But they break the press. Here we go. Kendrick driving. Slides along the court. She's fouled. And a foul on Reagan Terry, her first. Pacelli's in the bonus now. So that means Kendrick will go to the line. Kendrick with 7 points on the night. Pacelli with a 12-point lead, 3:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lady Vikings trying to put the finishing touches on their 10th win of the season. It would have also advanced them in region play to 4-1. Kendrick's first throw. Ooh, rims in and out. Thought I was going to go. Not quite. We're getting in the home stretch of the season. Pacelli will be playing again on Friday when they host Strong Rock. And then next week, next Thursday, hosting Brookstone and then traveling to Westfield to finish out the regular season. Neither free throw drops, so Calvary will inbound, down 12, 3 minutes, 7 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Maddie Davis, big baseball pass up court, and it is stolen by Jayla Kendrick. Her superior height has made a difference there. Kendrick driving, trying to put it up from the free throw line. She's fouled from behind by Victoria Griffin. Griffin's third foul of the night. So Kendrick will go to the line once again. Big end for Pacelli tonight. It's been KK Jackson. She's got 15 points. Charlie Spans had a really good night for the Lady Knights. First free throw, no good. She's got 13. Playing a really fine ball game. Kendrick stepping back. She'll try to put up that next free throw. And nope, off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Reagan Terry of Calvary. Calvary trying to get across the timeline here. They manage. Halstead. Stolen by Jayla Moore, and Moore take it in for the lay-in. Beautiful play. Moore with 6 points on the night. Pacelli now up 41-20. Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall, peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long distance love, for the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
And we're back at the land. The Pacelli Lady Vikings leading this one by a score of 41-27. They've taken command of it. It was a 2-point game at the half, but in the third quarter, they busted out, outscoring the Knights by 15-8, and they haven't looked back. As I mentioned, KK Jackson has been dominant out there, 15 points, with Jayla Kendrick adding 7, Kamora Jones adding 8 for the Lady Vikings. Charlie Span's been holding up her end of things for Calvary with 13. Maddie Davis with 8. Well, with 2:33 left, Lady Vikings just trying to put a bow on this one as they seek their 10th win of the season and try to move to 4-1 in region play. So here we go. Bringing it up court, taking her time. We'll see if they burn clock or if they go right to it. Crouch dribbling on the perimeter. Jones. KK Jackson in the corner thinks about it. No. Reset. Mo Jones turning, driving, kicking it back out. That's Jayla Moore for 3. No, off the back of the rim. Rebound by Span. Double team, but she managed to get the ball out of there. Maddie Davis driving now into the paint, puts up the shot, or tries to put up the shot, loses control, goes down, no foul. It was good defense by Jayla Kendrick. Kendrick had position. And the ball goes over to Pacelli. Pushing it up court. Zanaya Crouch stops, pulls up. Jackson almost stolen by Span. Instead, it's Kamora Jones from 3 from the corner, no go. Jackson with a rebound and a putback. Jackson, 17 points on the night. Pacelli pushing it to 43-27. 16-point lead now. 1:30 remaining here. Calvary. He's trying to finish off on a good note here. Span. Driving. And missed. Pardon the audio problems there. There we go. Anyway, Pacelli, a foul there. It'll be Jayla Kendrick back to the line. Kendrick looking to shoot. Has hit a couple here. 16-point lead with 1:17 remaining. Kendrick's first free throw will not drop. It's been tough for her tonight at the line. She's missed at least 4 in a row here. Substitutions, Paige Moore coming in and Rebecca Baker coming in. All right, Kendrick trying to hit that second free throw at least. Off the front of the rim, no go. Rebound, but Maddie Davis gets it through. But the pass picked off by Zanaya Crouch. Crouch taking it in for the bucket. No, it won't drop. She gets her own rebound, though. The second time is good. Crouch with 4 points in the night. It's 45-27. 50 seconds or so remaining here. And a timeout has been called by Calvary. Let's take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Back to the land, 51.3 seconds left. Pacelli looking to put the finishing touches on this one. They lead at 45-27. Calvary will inbound here in the waning moments of this ball game. KK Jackson, 17 points on the night, playing great. Charlie Spann across the timeline. Spann down low, and Allie Halstead cannot handle it. Ball back over to Pacelli. Vikings bring it up. KK Jackson back to Zaniah Crouch. Crouch loses control of it, hangs on to it, but Charlie Spann with the steal. But looks like a foul's called. Foul is called on Crouch, her second of the night. So there'll be an inbound. 32.9 left. At this point, you're still coaching because these are young teams. This is a young team. If you're Calvary, it's a young team. Jonathan Norton's squad has only 2 seniors, all freshmen pretty much, except for the 8th grader, who may be their best player. Speaking of the 8th grader, Halstead with the ball out there on the perimeter. She's going to fire up a 3. In and out. Rebound, Zaniah Crouch. 16 seconds left. Shot clock's off. Charlie Spann steals it. They're not going to quit playing, that's for sure. Spann can't get it to drop, though. Crouch winds up with it. Ahead to Jayla Kendrick with 6 seconds left. KK Jackson for the bucket. That gives her 19. And this one is in the books. The Pacelli Lady Vikings coming up with a 47-27 win over the Calvary Lady Knights. No question about this one. The Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game, none other than KK Jackson. Jackson, the leading scorer with 19 points tonight. Taking care of business. Again, the Pacelli Lady Vikings running away with this one late, coming to the 47-27 victory to move to 4-1 in region play and 10-7 on the season. Don't go anywhere. The guys are going to get out here at the land. We'll have all
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seats.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're gonna make you feel at home. They're gonna take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
When you have everything you need to start strong, you can give everything you've got.
Killing it.
Get stronger with best-in-class equipment at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended to Friday, January 16th.
You got this.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Welcome to the W. Donald Land Gymnasium, better known as the Land, on the campus of St. Anne Pacelli High School for your Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's presented by Glenn-Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. It's the Pacelli Vikings, ranked number 1 in GIAA Class 4A, taking on the number 4 Calvary Christian Knights in a big Region 5 matchup here. The Vikings and the Knights, 2 are the top teams in the state. The Vikings, winners of the first matchup between the two that happened back on January 6th, where Pacelli absolutely dominated the game at Calvary, winning it by a score of 77-39. The big 3 for the Vikings figure to be the big 3 once again, and those 3, of course, are seniors Matthew Melvin and Mekhi Williams, and junior Michael Rowe. Rowe is the leading scorer on the team with 17.3 points a game, but Mekhi Williams, the big man, 16.8 points a game, and Melvin, gunner from the outside, driving it in too, 16.1 points per contest. A 3-headed monster that very few teams have been able to handle, especially down the road. The Vikings got off to a little bit of a rough start to the season. Start off 2-6, well, they won 8 of the last 9, and they are seriously on a roll. The Vikings, of course, next on Thursday will play a big, huge non-conference game when they will travel to Sandy Creek. Sandy Creek, one of the best teams in the state of Georgia. That's going to be a big-time shootout. As for Calvary, Calvary has won 2 in a row. They're 15-6 on the season, 4-1 in region, and yeah, you know who the one loss was to. On Tuesday, Calvary went out and beat Brookstone at home, 66-60, where Dylan Hassan had 15 points and James Cross had a dozen. This will be a big ball game with the big guys in the middle are going to be putting on a show for both teams. The referees for tonight's contest: Earl McKenzie, Brandon Goldson and James Brown will be making the calls as the two teams get together. All right, the starting lineups. We'll start with Calvary. Liam Hocutt, the senior. James Cross, 8th grade point guard. Keyshawn Hall, the freshman, along with Tyler Freeman, a junior, and Dylan Hostin, champions, playing host to Calvary. Jumping center will be Michael Rowe and Dylan Hostin. Whistle blows, let's get it going. And Pacelli winning the tip. Matthew Melvin setting things up. Across to Arthur Jordan. Back to Melvin. Melvin looking inside. Jordan from the wing. Drains the three. Nothing but net. And Vikings off to the early lead. Pressuring in the backcourt. Keyshawn Hall getting it across court. Inside. Kicking it back out. That's Tyler Freeman. And that's now James Cross with it. Cross. Gives it to Hall. Hall, the jumper. No go. Rebound Melvin. Melvin pushing it up court. Vikings going to play an up-tempo game. You know that. Michael Rowe into the paint. Finger roll does not go. Rebound goes to Liam Hocutt. And Calvary brings it up court. That's James Cross. Cross setting up that offense. Inside, Hocutt in the paint. Has to kick it back out. Keyshawn Hall called for traveling. Hall took one step too many there, and it gets turned over. Pacelli up 3-0. We're 1 minute into this ball game. As I mentioned, the Vikings have been playing great ball, winning 8 of their last 9 and doing it in fine form. And bringing up court, Mekhi Williams. Over to Arthur Jordan on the far side. Back to Williams. Williams, Jordan, in the corner, and that is a 3 from Omari Smith. 2 trays, Vikings up 6-0, just like that. And James Cross. Tyler Freeman. Cross with it again, trying to find somebody open. Cross being guarded by Michael Rowe. Giving away a few inches of pay. But Cross with a great drive gets it to fall. That was a really, really pretty drive. Pacelli pushing it up court. Williams. Matthew Melvin in the corner. Michael Rowe in there for a big old slam. First slam of the night for Michael Rowe. It is 8-2 Pacelli. Calvary. Liam Hocutt shot. Blocked by Mekhi Williams. There's no goaltending called on that one. The Calvary folks not happy. Mekhi for 3. Oh, drains it. Mekhi for 3. 3 trays already by the Vikings. The big men are killing it from the outside, and they lead this thing 11-2. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
All right, we're back at the land. Pacelli running off to an 11-2 lead here just a couple minutes into this contest with Calvary. Bunch of trays. Mekhi Williams with a tray. Omari Smith with a tray. Arthur Jordan with a tray. And we're just getting started. And one jam, of course. Michael Rowe bringing it in for a big one. So here we go. 11-2 Vikings. Making a statement to open this game up. Calvary inbounding's under pressure. Cross, bringing it across the timeline. Great ball handler, doing a nice job. Cross gets it inside to Dylan Hostin. Hostin kicks it back out to Keyshawn Hall. Inside to Liam Hocutt. Ball batted away, stolen by Pacelli. On the run, Michael Rowe has the ball batted out of his hands by Dylan Hostin. Pacelli retains control. Vikings trying to trying to show that they are in command of this one. And they've done so far. 11-2, 3 minutes in. Matthew Melvin in the corner. Stepping back, across to Makai Williams. Makai to Arthur Jordan at the free throw line. Jordan hits a jumper. And Jordan with 5. Vikings up 13-2. Again, pressuring Calvary as they try to bring it up court. Double team on Cross. Cross gets it out to Hostin. Hostin at near the timeline being guarded by. He was being guarded closely by Makai Williams and could not get it across in 10 seconds. That's why it's called the timeline. Pacelli ball. Jonathan Gordon wasn't happy. He thought Makai Williams should have been called for a foul. No go there. Inbounds, Matthew Melvin driving layup. That was a thing of beauty. 13-2 Pacelli. 4:45 remaining in the first quarter. The Vikings have come on and, as I said, made a statement. A 13-point lead this quickly. Jamar Williams in the game now for Calvary. James Cross get across the timeline. Nice pass inside to Tyler Freeman. Freeman, one-hander. Yeah, it does. It goes. Freeman's first points of the night. 15-4 Pacelli. Vikings pushing up court. Makai Williams driving, scooping, and putting it home. Williams with 5. And now it's 16-4. 16-4. Cross. Looking for somebody. Over to Williams. Williams in the corner. It's Hocut. The big man hits the 3. Nice shot there from the corner. 17-7. Pacelli pushing it. Michael Rowe called for traveling. Hocut had established position. Rowe pulled up, and the referee decided he shuffled his feet. So it's Calvary ball. Pacelli, a 10-point lead. Just under 4 minutes now here in the first quarter. First quarter sponsored by Carol Purdue, your local State Farm agent who supported Georgia Alabama Sports Live from the beginning. Give her a call today. She's the biggest State Farm agent in East Alabama, but customers both sides of the river. And that shot will not drop. Pacelli pushing it up court, but the pass from Omari Smith picked off James Cross. Cross from the free throw line. It's jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound. Matthew Melvin to Makai Williams. Got slam. Makai. 7 points on the night plus the foul. The foul is on Hocut. Makai putting on a show on that one there. Okay, looking to finish this thing off and put the Vikings up 20-7. 20 points already, or 19 points already, and we're barely 5 minutes. We're 5.5 minutes into this one. No, 4.5. I got to take my shoes off, do the math. And Makai drains it. Williams with 8 points, Pacelli with 20 already. 20-7. Cross will bring it up court, and Pacelli will back off. Letting up on the press, set up the zone. Or the man, excuse me. Cross, double teamed. Manages to get the ball away, but it's picked off by Jordan. Jordan, Rowe, tries to pull up an alley-oop. The ball batted away, and Calvary winds up with it. That is Williams for the 3. Freeman, from the 3. No go. Hostin with the rebound. Can't get it to fall either. Pacelli ball. Rowe. 1-on-1. Goes for the jam. Block. Good defense by Calvary. They fell back and had 2 men to beat. Calvary pushing it up court. That's Hostin. Hostin double teamed in the corner. Managed to get away to Cross. Cross one-hander. It drops. Cross with 4. It's now 20-9. Pacelli pushing up court. Matthew Melvin for 3. Off the rim. Rebound by Hostin. Pacelli pushing it right now. They had a rhythm going. It kind of broke the rhythm a little bit. Calvary getting started. Jamar Williams to the corner. Liam Hocut. Hocut 3. No good. No good. Rebound Melvin. Melvin. To Michael Rowe. Rowe. Back to Melvin. Melvin setting it up. He gets Red Howard to cut across down the baseline to the corner. Melvin keeping it. Driving it in the paint. Lofts one over the head. It won't go. He gets the rebound. Tries to sling it back. hits the back of the backboard, goes out of bounds. So it's a turnover. Uriah Mazik coming into the ball game as well. Arthur Jordan taking a break. 1:46 remaining here in the first quarter. 20-9 Pacelli. James Cross trying to set the offense for the Knights. To Hostin. Hostin trying to drive the paint. Elbows Mazik. No foul called on that one. Rebound, Michael Rope. Vikings pushing up court to Red Howard. Howard lays it in. Vikings up 22-9. Sling down court. Calvary's going to try to play fast pace too. Tyler Freeman. Oh, and a foul is called. Foul called here on. Foul was called on Mekhi Williams. His first. I will double check. It may have been DeMontez Howard. But that's foul number 1 of the Vikings. Calvary will inbounds. 1:09 remaining. 22-9. Cross will be doing the inbounding. Cross, a 5'5" 8th grader, but man, he's got the moves. Cross. Up high, ball batted by Rowe. Stolen by the Vikings. Melvin driving, pulling back up. Mekhi Williams, top of the key. It's a mid-range jumper. He is fouled. He couldn't quite get the drop, but Mekhi gets knocked down. That foul will be on Keyshawn Hall. Check that. It was Jamar Williams on the foul. Williams aligned, I believe, to shoot 3. First one, good. Again, Vikings putting on a show. And it was a 3-shot foul. Referees getting together. We'll see. Let's see if they amend that or not. It was a 2-shot foul. Coming in the game, Keyshawn Hall and Liam Hocutt. Coming out, Tyler Freeman and Liam Anderson. All right, a 2-shot foul. They ruled that Mekhi had his foot on the line. So Williams with his second of the 2 free throws. Lining it up. And drains it. He's got 10 points already. 24-9 Pacelli with 58.6 remaining here in the first quarter. Calvary bringing it up court unimpeded. Setting up the half-court offense. Cross. Looking again to see what he can do here. Cross being guarded by Mekhi Williams. He's given up literally a foot. And the pass picked up by DeMontez Howard. Rowe. Mekhi. Rowe to a Matthew Melvin on the cut in the paint. Cut. Melvin drains the deuce. He's got 4. 26-9 Pacelli with about 20 seconds remaining here. Calvary. That's Dylan Hostin. Hostin kicking it back out to James Cross. Cross, jumper, no good. Rebound, Melvin. 10 seconds left. Melvin pulls up from the free throw line. Will not drop. Mekhi with the rebound, putting it home. And that will be that in the quarter. What a quarter it was for the Pacelli Vikings. Mekhi Williams with 12 points. And Pacelli leading this one 28-9. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week of Pacelli on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,000 off. GMC 2500 heavy-duty pickup up to $9,000 off. No payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
And we're back at the land as we go to the second quarter. The Pacelli Vikings leading this one 28-9. Hey, special thanks to Glenn Smith for being our original presenting sponsor. From day one, their unmatched support and commitment to our community has fueled our mission, to bring you the very best in local sports coverage. We are proud to partner with them again as we kick off year 4 together. And the Vikings kicking it off big time here at the land, leading this one in a dominant 28-9 fashion. Mekhi Williams putting on a show. Dozen points in the first quarter. Let's see what they got in store here. Mekhi's got a dozen, and the scoring otherwise spread around pretty good. We've got 6 different guys scoring points in this one for the Vikings. All right, here we go. First possession of the quarter. That's Calvary. Seeing what they can do about trying to knock down this lead, trying to get something going. It's a pretty talented ball club, too. Keyshawn Hall from the parking lot. Ooh, not quite. No cut rebound. Hall again. That kicks it out to Dylan Hostin. Hostin, guarded by Montez Howard. Nice move in the paint, and he draws the foul. Good play by Hostin. And that foul was on DeMontez Howard. And that'll bring Arthur Jordan. I believe that's Red's second foul of the night. So Hostin will be shooting 2. And he drains the first one. As I mentioned, Hostin, the guy that works it big time for the Knights. He leads the team, 15.5 points a game, 11.5 rebounds per contest. He's a talent. Hostin is 6'6", 200-pound senior. And the second free throw. Off, and no good there. So it's 28-10 Pacelli. 7.5 to go in the first half. Uriah Mazik. Over to Matthew Melvin. Melvin to Amari Smith in the paint. Smith loses it. Gets the shot up. Won't go. Rebound by Hostin. And James Cross will bring it up. Hostin. Guarded by Michael Rose. Done a fine job on him here. Hostin only has 1 point tonight. That drive, make that 3, and he draws the foul. Not going to hold Hostin down for long there. And the foul is on Amari Smith, his first. Calvin Thomas talking to his guys, trying to set a little better defense or whatever. They played a fine game so far tonight, but Calvary's not going to go away. That's for sure. Hostin trying to complete the 3-point play. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Michael Rowe, and the Vikings bring it up court. Omari Smith. Back to Mekhi Williams. Mekhi in the corner, Matthew Melvin. Oh, yeah. Melvin for 3, and he's got 7 on the night. Pacelli up 30-12. Jonathan Gordon trying to get his Knights going here. Cross inside to Hostin. Nice move by Hostin. And he beats Mekhi Williams. Drops it in. Hostin with 5 tonight. 31-14. Mekhi, short jumper, mid-range jumper doesn't go. Cross comes up with a rebound. Dribbling by himself, pulls it back up to get better numbers because it was a 1-on-3. Liam Hokut driving. Has to kick it back out. Cross alone. Doesn't quite have the room for the tray. All right, here's Hokut from the corner. And he drains it. His second tray of the night. Hokut with 6. 31-17. And timeout has been called by Calvin Thomas and the Vikings. Let's take a break. You're watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
When you have everything you need to start strong, you can give everything you've got.
Killing it.
Get stronger with best-in-class equipment at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended to Friday, January 16th.
You got this.
And we're back at the land. There's the Pacelli student section. Theme of tonight is jerseys. And you can tell they've got all their jerseys on, folks. They're trying to get their guys across the line here. Vikings looking for win number 11 of the season, trying to stay perfect in region play. And so far, it's been a pretty big night. Mekhi Williams with 12 points, all in the first quarter. Pacelli out to that 31-17 advantage. A 14-point lead here. 5:54 remaining in the half. And so here we go. Let's see what the Vikings come up with this time. Matthew Melvin, the one bringing it up court. Amari Smith. Back to Melvin. Melvin inside Michael Rowe. Rowe loses the handle. Dylan Hostin ties it up. Pacelli still has the possession arrow, so the Vikings retain the ball. All right, the inbound. Smith to Uriah Mazik, who kicks it back out to Smith. There's Melvin for three from the wing. Oh, yeah. Melvin's pretty automatic there. He's got 10 on the night. It is 34-17. Pacelli's doubled things up. Here's Calvary's shot at it. Hostin pulls it back out on the wing, guarded by Smith. Kicking it back out. Keyshawn Hall. Hall. One hopper there to Hostin. Hostin, short jumper, no go. Matthew Melvin rebound. Pushing it up court. Mekhi Williams slinging it back to Melvin for three. Yes. Nothing but net. Melvin is on fire. 13 points on the night. Timeout has been called. Let's take a break. The Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli is on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Back at the land. Don't forget, we're going to have the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. Who is it going to be? We got a lot of basketball to be played, but I can tell you right now, Mekhi Williams has got a vote in there, and Matthew Melvin with 13 points, now the leading scorer. He may have something to say, but Michael Rowe's going to wake up too, so we'll see what's going on here. All right, 37-17, Pacelli up by 20 already with just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Calvary trying to get something working. Keyshawn Hall driving in the paint through the defense. That's a great play by Hall. His first points of the night. Pacelli pushing it back up court. Melvin, he's gonna drive this time. Fall away, no go. Hostin with the rebound. Keyshawn Hall on the wing, slings it to Hostin in the middle. Hostin double teamed by Omari Smith and Arthur Jordan, and he takes an extra step. The turnover, Pacelli ball. Pacelli up 18, 37-19 now. 4:20 remaining. The Vikings have had command of this game from the get-go. Mekhi Williams to Arthur Jordan at the free throw line all by himself. That was a gimme. 7 points on the night for Jordan. 39-19. Jordan 7, Williams 12, Melvin 13. Wow. Keyshawn Hall across court to Cross. He can handle the ball. He's a good ball handler. 5'5", so what? He's an athlete. He's an 8th grader. He's going to be tough. Double teamed by guys a foot taller than him. He gets the ball away to Hostin. Hostin in the paint, double teamed also. It won't fall, though. Mekhi Williams rebound. Matthew Melvin pulls up. Across to Omari Smith. Smith for three. Nope. Back of the rim. Hostin rebound. Hostin switches hands. Good moves. Hostin pull-up jumper. No. Melvin pushing up court. Gets it to Williams. Melvin to Michael Rowe. Rowe back out to Smith. Smith at the free throw line drains it. Smith with 5. Pacelli expanding that lead 41-19. And a steal by Melvin. The shot, though, was blocked by Keyshawn Hall. Calvary has the ball. Slinging it down court. Hostin to Hall. Hall. A scoop. Won't fall, but he is fouled. Looks like Omari Smith is going to get that one. That'd be the second on Smith. Well, that may have been called on Arthur Jordan, so. King Duncan checking in for Matthew Melvin. It's a 2:44 mark here in the second quarter. And checking in for Calvary is Jamar Williams. Liam Hokut comes out. Hokut's looked good tonight. He's hit those two trays from the corner. Both times he spotted up, you knew they were going in. All right, Keyshawn Hall at the line. First one. It goes. So it's 41-21. Hall with 4 in the night. King Duncan being guarded by Cross. Duncan, a runner. Floater didn't quite go. Rowe's going to get called for that one over the back of Liam Anderson. That's Rowe's first. Uriah Mazik checking in for Duncan. Across the timeline here. A 20-point contest. Calvary trying to get something going here. Cross, double team, manages to get it away to Keyshawn Hall. Hall dribbling. Again, double team. They're sinking back. Uriah Mazik wanted a foul on that one. Wouldn't get to him. Freeman, corner. Cross, top of the circle. Cross driving. Tries to get it around Mekhi Williams and does. That was pretty. Williams bringing it across the timeline. 1:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Williams. Jordan, ball knocked loose, but they're going to call Jamar Williams on the foul. That will be his second. That's his second foul of the half. Mazik out. King Duncan back in. Duncan inbounding. Tries to go inside to Rowe. Ball batted away. Pacelli retains possession. 1:23 left now. 41-25. Vikings. Omari Smith. They left Melvin open for 3, but it didn't fall this time. Rebound. Tyler Freeman. Calvary pushing up court. Hall. Little turnaround move. Beautiful shot by Hall. That was another shot of beauty. He's got 8 on the night. Keyshawn Hall has been trying to take things over here. He's made a couple of beautiful shots, trying to get the Knights back in it. Pacelli's lead's been cut to 14. It was 20. Hall has been the go-to guy for the Knights in this little run. Free throw goes good. Hall with 9 on the night now. Calvary's not going to go away. I told you that. They're ranked number 4 in state for a reason. Hall at the line. One more time. No go. Rebound Omari Smith. Hall with 9 points in the night, by the way. All right, 47 seconds remaining. Michael Rowe to a wide open Matthew Melvin, the short jumper. Yeah, that was an automatic. Melvin with 15. 43-28. 32 seconds to go. Keyshawn Hall put on some moves, trying to get around Smith. Pass inside, meant for Liam Anderson. And Anderson stepped on the end line. So it is a turnover. So the Vikings get the ball back. 27.3 left. Shot clock is off. Michael Rowe. Cross looked like he's going to sneak up behind him. Omari Smith wide open in the corner. The 3 doesn't go. Arthur Jordan rebound. Easy deuce. Jordan with 9. 45-28. 8 seconds left. Calvary's going to have that last shot. Keyshawn Hall with 4, with 3. He's going to fire up a 3. You got to see it coming. And no good. But still a great half by Keyshawn Hall, but an outstanding half by the Pacelli Vikings. The Vikings putting on a show, leading at 45-28 here at the half. All right, let's take a break. You are watching the Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. At your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Georgia, Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, Our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent, perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you have everything you need to start strong, you can give everything you've got.
Killing it.
Get stronger with best-in-class equipment at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended to Friday, January 16th.
You got this.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
All right, back to the land. Pacelli leading Calvary in this one by a score of 45-28. Quite a first half here for the Vikings. Mekhi Williams with 12 points in the first quarter. Matthew Melvin had a big second quarter. He's got 15 so far. Amari Smith with 5. And Arthur Jordan with 9. DeMontez Howard and Michael Rowe each with 2. As for Calvary, Keyshawn Hall leading the way with 9 points. Liam Hocutt has 8. James Cross with 6. Dylan Hostin with 3. and only one player even close. Well, two players are in somewhat foul trouble. DeMontez Howard has 2 fouls, as does Jamar Williams. And as I mentioned, Pacelli putting on the show. They opened the game an 11-2 run and have really, really never looked back. Hey, tonight's coverage brought to you by Coca-Cola, a presenting sponsor on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. With deep ties to our schools and strong support for local youth athletics, it was a no-brainer to partner with them. All right, this third quarter, this will tell the tale. Calvary put on a little bit of run late into the second half, into the first half, and cut it down. It had been a 22-point lead, and now they've cut it down to about 17. And a little bit of a run. They've shown that they can do some damage. Keyshawn Hall especially. Hall, late in that first half, put on some moves and scored some big buckets. All right, looks like Calvary will have the first possession here as we get going in the second half. James Cross, the 5'5", 8th grade point guard, who has put on a show to say the least. He has been good. 6 points already. He's being guarded by a guy a foot taller than him. Flipping it over to Hall. Keyshawn Hall. Top of the circle. Cross for 3 from way out there. No go. Michael Rowe with the rebound. And it's Williams bringing the ball up court and across the timeline to Amari Smith. Smith driving into the paint. Puts it up and it drops somehow. Kind of offhanded. He's got 7 tonight. 47-28. And a whistle. Not sure if there was a foul called. But here we go. Hall set up to run the offense here. Trying to set a pick. Liam Hooker trying to set a pick. Hall driving. Cross on the baseline. Puts a little floater up. It doesn't go. Rowe with the rebound. Rowe bringing it up court. Slinging it over to Matthew Melvin. Melvin driving. Kicking it back in the middle. Down the middle of the Makai Williams, who puts it home. His 14th point. It's now 49-28. Pacelli trying to get that offense going like they had. Hokut thinks about the 3, pulls it back, pulls it down. James Cross. Slings it up to Dylan Hostin. Hostin for 3. No. Rebound, Rowe. Rowe to Makai Williams. Makai driving in the paint. Dishes it off. Arthur Jordan. The shot, no good, but he is fouled. And that foul is going to be on Hokut. Can't be on Hokut. He's not in the, foul on Hokut. 2-shot foul for Arthur Jordan. Jordan, first one good. That gives him 10. Liam Anderson checking into the game. Hokut coming out. Here comes Jordan's second shot. Oh, yeah, it's in. Jordan with 11. He averages 2.9 points a game. He's having himself a night tonight. Calvary retains possession. 17 on the shot clock. Crosses inbounds is to Hall. Hall across. Liam Anderson. Off the rim, no good. Anderson, it's Arthur Jordan rebound. To Makai, back to Jordan. Jordan in the corner. Smith overthrows Makai. Cross winds up with it. He pulls up, thinks about the 3 instead to Anderson. Anderson shot in the paint. It is blocked by Jordan. Smith to Rowe. Rowe back to Matthew Melvin. Melvin driving. Won't go. The rebound put back by Melvin will. Melvin 17. Pacelli up 53-28, and timeout's been called. Let us take a break. This is the Beck Center Game of the Week of Pacelli on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Hey, make sure to follow Georgia Alabama Sports Live on all social media platforms for the latest updates on local sports in our area. Don't miss a game. Subscribe to all our pages today. And don't forget the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game will be awarded at the end of this contest. There's a few guys that are putting their name in the hat. I can tell you that one right now. Pacelli leading us 53-28, 5:34 remaining here in the third quarter. Vikings trying to put on a show here and pick up their 5th region win of the year without a loss. All right, Calvary, bring it up. That's Keyshawn Hall. Hall across the timeline. So in the middle, Dylan Hostin goes up. He is fouled by Michael Rowe. Rowe's second foul of the night. Hostin hit the floor pretty hard there. Six senior is going to have 2 shots. Hostin with just 3 points on the night so far. Rowe with Matthew Melvin. Over to Omari Smith. Smith back to Melvin. Melvin inside to Rowe. Rowe inside underneath to Jordan. Jordan can't get the shot off. Great play by Jamar Williams underneath. And Calvary comes up with it. Hall setting the offense. Jonathan Gordon says number 1. Okay, we will see. Speaking of number 1, cross. Over to Jamar Williams. Williams. And that is Hostin in the paint, kicking it back out. Williams for 3. No go. Rebound, Makai Williams. Makai up to Melvin. Melvin stepping back. Williams motioning. Get everybody going here. So Melvin sets up. Makai goes to the corner. Omari Smith shuffles out to near the top of the circle. Smith from around the free throw line. No. Makai rebound, and he is fouled by Hostin. That'll be Hostin's first of the night. Not a shooting foul. 4:19 remaining. Pacelli with a 24-point lead. Omari Smith will handle the inbounds on this. Up to Makai, doesn't go. The second time won't either. Third time it's Michael Rowe in the paint, and no, can't get it. Meanwhile, Makai is laying there on the floor. Michael did a really good job not stepping on him. And I did not see who the call was called on. Or was it ruled out of bounds? Lots of hollering. Pacelli will inbounds. It'll be Omari Smith again. That was Melvin from the corner. No, but he is fouled. It's going to be a 3-shot foul. Keyshawn Hall got him. Hall's first foul of the night. So Melvin will go to line to shoot 3. Didn't like it was going to go. But he got knocked sprawling in the corner. Melvin was 17 so far. The Vikings' offensive onslaught slowed down a little bit. They were on a pace for 100. First one good. For a little while. It slowed down just a little bit, but they've been dominant. Remember, Calvary's a good team. They're 15-6 on the year, 4-1 in the region, ranked number 4 in GIAA 4A. Of course, the Vikings ranked number 1, and they're 2-time defending state champions, and they've been out there tonight showing why. Melvin's second shot rims in and out. $19 points on the night. Pacelli up 55-29. Cross bringing it up court. Slinging up baseball pass to Hall. It works. Hall working on Omari Smith. Driving. Loses his balance. Loses his footing. But they're going to call a foul on Omari Smith. His second. A non-shooting foul, which means Calvary will inbound. DeMontez Howard checking in, and Smith coming out. Crossing inbounds. Gets it to Freeman. Freeman. Melvin rebound. Melvin bringing it up himself this time. Across the timeline. Mackay in the corner. Driving inside to Jordan. Jordan. Liam Hokut stops the first one, but Hokut looks like he fouled Mike Rowe. Yep. Hokut's third foul. Means Rowe will go to the line. Rowe's only got 2 points tonight. Trying to see a breakthrough here. Rowe leads the team in scoring at 17.3, but all three of the guys are averaging basically 16 or 17 points. The three-headed monster. Rowe, first one off the front of the rim. A little bit out of sync right now. He probably just needs one good bucket and get himself going again. All right, the junior trying to clean up and get that last free throw. As everybody shuffles around. 3:15 remaining here in the third quarter. That one goes in. Nothing but net. That's more like it for Rowe. He's got 3 tonight. 56-29. A 27-point lead for the Vikings. Cross. Inside. And that is Hostin. And his drive a little bit too hard. Won't go. Red Howard with the rebound. Driving up court. Ahead to Matthew Melvin, and Melvin puts it home. Melvin, 21 points on the night. 58-29 Vikings. They've doubled it up now. Freeman Williams across the timeline. James Cross trying to set the offense. In the corner, that's Williams, no go. Rebound though, Hostin. Hostin in the paint, muscling his way up, can't get it to drop. Michael Rowe with the rebound. Over to Melvin. Melvin pulls it back. Cross court to Red Howard. Howard driving. Hostin got his hand on there. Shot gets blocked. So Pacelli will inbounds. I'm guessing Howard will have the honors. He will. Howard to Matthew Melvin for 3 from the wing. Yes. Melvin has been automatic. Another bucket. 24 points in the night for Melvin. 61-29. Melvin steals the pass in the paint. A turnaround. Nope. Rebound Hostin. Hostin slings it up court. Liam Anderson, the big man, back in the corner, tries to go inside to Hostin. The pass broken up by Red Howard. Matthew Melvin hitting another 3. That's 1, 2, 3. That was his 4th tray of the night. Uriah Mazik checking in. Arthur Jordan coming out. Jordan's had a night too. He's got 11. Cross with the inbound, slings it up, batted by Rowe. It still gets to Hall. Hall tries to bounce pass it inside. Cross didn't make the right move. He taps his chest going, that one was on me. It would have been a great pass, though. You don't expect to see the little guy there in the paint. Jelly ball bringing up court. Mackay Williams taking his time. Now he's driving it. Hall challenging. Mackay showing off his great ball handling skills. Rowe, low post move, takes it in, bucket and foul. That's a shot we've been waiting to see from Rowe. That was a great power move. A great power move. Here with 1:34 remaining in the third quarter. Rowe trying to finish off the three-point play. Like I said, he was a little bit out of sync with the ball, but free throw no good. But that shot, that play he made in the paint, that's classic Rowe. Cross across the timeline, driving to the hoop, not happening. Melvin winds up with it. Rowe taking it in and slaps it home. Attaboy, Michael Rowe. 7 on the night, 65-29. Hokut. Or excuse me, Hostin driving in for the lay-in. Hostin with 6 on the night now. 65-31. Mackay bringing it up, running the offense. Spin move. At the free throw line. Steps back, won't go. Foul is called. And the foul is on Hostin, his second. So Mackay will go to the line. Shooting 2. Under a minute to play. Vikings look like they're going to start pulling away at this point. Mackay's first. Off the front of the rim? No. He looks a little disgusted. Yeah, Mr. Williams, the second of his 2 free throws. Boom. Mackay with 15 points on the night. 66-31 Pacelli. Cross. Being guarded by guys a foot taller than him. Big, nice baseball pass was well done. And they got the inside to Hostin along the edge of the paint, and Red Howard gets called for the foul. That's 3. That's 3 on Howard. And King Duncan checking in. All right, inbounds from Cross. Being guarded by Michael Rowe. He has to go high up with that one. He gets it to Keyshawn Hall. Hall. Being guarded by King Duncan. That's Hostin. Hostin over in the corner. Cross. Back to Hostin. Hostin, paint move. Ooh, fouled. He draws the foul for Matthew Melvin. That is Melvin's first of the night. 15.8 remaining now here in the third quarter. Calvary trying to see if they get something going here. First one good from Hostin. He's got 7 now. But Pacelli's roamed the court tonight, all night long. You open up an 11-2 run, kind of made a statement, and they've led by double digits most of the way. And the second one, no. Rowe with the rebound. Williams bringing up court. 10 seconds now. Williams dribbling. 7, 6, 5. And there's Melvin in the corner. Is he going to go for 3? You bet he is. Off the rim, no go. Rebound Calvary. But that's it. So 3 quarters are now in the books. The Pacelli Vikings putting on a show tonight. They lead at 66-32. You are watching the Beck Center Game of the Week on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Tonight's game is brought to you by Houston. The coverage is brought to you by Houston Clinic, a presenting sponsor on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. World-class orthopedic care right here at home. Tell you what, the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game is still up for grabs. 2 guys have stepped up. Matthew Melvin with his 4 trays and 24 points. Of course, Mackay Williams has looked pretty good, too. 12 points in the first quarter. He's the guy to really set the tone for the night to make things go for Pacelli. He's got 15 so far. And Michael Rose only got 7 points, but 2 of those were just monster slams, not to mention the foul, the and one he had, too. So, hadn't been bad. All right, this fourth quarter going. King Duncan running the offense right now. Red Howard in the corner, back to Duncan. Duncan taking his time, burning clock, 16, 15 on the shot clock, 14. And Duncan, great move, great pass from Amari Smith. Smith, sweet little assist on that one. Duncan, his first 2 points of the night. 68-32. In the corner, Cross has to kick it back out. Or no, that's Cross. That wasn't Cross. That was Cross. But now it's Pacelli ball. The pass to Duncan, though. Duncan, it was a little bit out of control. Duncan never really had never had a chance on that one. Turnover to Calvary. 5:07 remaining here in the fourth. Manny Shepard was in, comes out of the game. All right, here comes Calvary bringing up Tyler Freeman, kicking it back to Keyshawn Hall. Vikings have doing a nice job. They got some backups in there now, some guys getting some playing time. The three doesn't go. Instead, slinging it across the court. Jamar Williams, no. Uriah Mazik with the rebound to King Duncan. Duncan being guarded by Hall. Hall bats the ball away. And Freeman gets Keyshawn Hall gets a little bit too close. His first foul of the night. Pacelli ball, 4:35 left. This one has never been in doubt. But at this point, what people are doing are working on things. Inbounds to Duncan. Duncan flips it to Omari Smith. Back to Duncan at corner. Duncan, baseline drive, stops, turn around. Nope. But that rebound putback doesn't go. And that putback doesn't go. But Jordan's finally drops. Jordan, 13 points tonight. 70-32 Pacelli. All right, here comes Calvary. Hall loses control of it. Manages to get it. No, he doesn't. Slips out of his grasp. The turnover to the Vikings. The big guys are sitting down now. This one's not in doubt. So Mekhi Williams, Michael Rowe, Matthew Melvin, all on the bench. Get some other guys some playing time. Get them some minutes. King Duncan running the offense. Inside to Jordan. Jordan in the paint. Beautiful move, Jordan. 15 points on the night. 72-32. It's a 40-point game now. Calvary trying to get something. That three, filling it up from the outside. Nice shot by Tyler Freeman. He's got 5 points on the night. And the ball. Jordan from the corner hits a three. How about that? Arthur Jordan, 18 points tonight. And it's 75-35. Hall into the corner. Hocutt missing a three from that point for the first time all night. Rebound. Chestnut puts it up, nothing doing. Pacelli slinging it down court, getting a little happy with that one. Out of bounds. Calvary ball. Hey, let's put Arthur Jordan's name in the hat here. Jordan, he averages 3 points a game. He's got 18 tonight. And he's done it in fine fashion with a pair of trays. Matthew Chestnut for three. Nope. Rebound, Jordan. Arthur Jordan showing out tonight. Smith. Driving the paint. The runner. No, will not fall. Hocutt rebound. Calvary on the move. Keyshawn Hall to the paint. Jordan. Good defense by Jordan. He comes up with a rebound, too. The junior showing, don't forget about me here. All right. A little over two. King Duncan guarded closely, and that is Jamar Williams with the steal. And he goes up for the layup. Duncan fouls him. His second foul of the night. It'll be a two-shot foul. Yeah, Pacelli's done what they wanted to do tonight. They took him in early and never relinquished control. Calvary has played well in spots. You can tell they got some talent. You can tell You can see why they're the number 4 team in the state, but you can also see why Pacelli's number 1. And here comes the guys to the back end of the bench. Dorian Jett and Uriah Folds come into the ball game. That gets the crowd going. Uriah, of course, a freshman, 5'3" freshman, who scored his first points over the last couple of weeks, finally got points in a ball game. Free throw, no good. And rebound, Pacelli. All right, King Duncan brings it up. A lot of the focus will be to get the Folds some points. Mazik flips it, and it's stolen by. It was almost a steal. Uriah Folds comes up with it, but Folds' pass picked off. Calvary moving it up court. The shot won't go. The foul is on Dorian Jett, the sophomore guard. That'll send Jamar Williams to the line for 2. First free throw, drive goes. First points of the night for Jamar Williams. And the second one also goes. So Williams with 2 at 75-37. King Duncan across the timeline. And the ball stolen by Williams, and he is fouled by Duncan. Duncan's third. That was more of a frustration one. And he's getting a little talking to by Calvin Thomas. There was not a shooting foul. Inside Hokut, easy lay-in. Hokut with 10, 75-39. Pacelli bringing it up there. Jordan's mid-range jumper does not drop. Rebound to Calvary, Keyshawn Hall. Hall for 3 from in the parking lot. No go. And Duncan coming up with a rebound, taking it in for the layup, and it is blocked. But the follow by Jordan, how about that? Arthur Jordan, 20 points on the night. I suspect it's his career high. Pacelli up 77-39. Hall inside, pass goes out of bounds. All right. Melvin with 4 threes, but Arthur Jordan with 20 points. Usually he's there. He's a role player, gets a share of boards, gets a few points, having a big night, 20 points tonight. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning that way at this point. And layup by Uriah Mazik doesn't drop. Calvary driving. The shot blocked by Jordan. And the bench is loving it. The crowd's loving it. Arthur Jordan putting on a show here in the fourth quarter. All right, the inbounds. Inbounds, touched by nobody. No, it was last. Apparently, Dorian Jett got his hand on it. Negative. All right, it's Pacelli ball. 15 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Let's see how they do this one. Everybody's bringing in. They're just going to dribble out. Nope. Okay, the referees say that it is Calvary ball. So here we go. Inbounds. Slinging it up. That's Jamar Williams. 13-12. Long 3, no go. Last touch by Liam Hokut. So there's 5.9 seconds remaining. I'm going to do it. I got to do it. We got to give it to Arthur Jordan, the starter who usually scores 3 points a game. A 20-point night for Arthur Jordan. The Pacelli Vikings putting another one in the books. They take it by a score of 77-39. We're going to make Arthur Jordan your Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. The junior stepping up and having a big night. It wasn't one of the big 3 necessarily. Mekhi Williams had 15. Matthew Melvin, 24 points and 4 trays. Makaro with 7 points, but all of them are pretty spectacular. All in all, it was a really good night for those Pacelli Vikings. As for Calvary, leading the way was Liam Hokut with 10 points and Keyshawn Hall with 9. Hall put on a really good show, too. Hokut was tough from outside. But this night belonging to Pacelli all night long, opening with an 11-2 run and then romping home. 77-39 your final. The Vikings will get back in action on Thursday when they head up to Sandy Creek take on one of the top teams in GHSA. This is going to be a shootout. Vikings got a good shot at this one, though. And then Friday, they'll host Strong Rock. We'll be here for that one for sure. So let's put this one in the books. For producer Ricky Rogers, I'm Dave Plata. Thanks for watching. You've been watching the